Shiva Puranam, Rudra Samhita, Sati Khanda, Chapter 41. The gods offer prayer to Shiva. Vishnu and other gods said, O God of gods, O Mahadeva, you are the one who prescribes the worldly conventions. By your grace, O Lord, we know you as Ishvara, as well as the Supreme Brahman. O Lord Shiva, why do you always confuse us with your divine and instructable illusion? You are the Supreme Brahman, or even beyond that. You are greater than Prakriti and Purusha. You are the material and the activating cause of the universe. You are beyond Parabrahman and imperceivable. You alone can, with your own influence, create, sustain, and destroy the universe. You sport about with your own manifestation like a spider waving its web. O Shiva, you, being merciful, have created the yajna and have protected Vedatrayi through Daksha. The religious limitations which are followed by Brahmanas devoted to the path of the Vedas have been created by you. O Lord, you bestow welfare on your own as well as the other people. The people having good and bad nature have good and bad results respectively. You bestow the reward of all the good and the bad deeds. You are the Lord of all the auspicious things. This has been prescribed by the Vedas. The evil-minded people who consider karmas to be supreme, talking of heart-rending things, having evil mind, speaking foolish and harsh words, inflict pain on others. O Lord, let not the destruction of these gods be carried out by you, since you are quite merciful. Salutation to Shiva, who is peaceful, Supreme Brahman, the highest soul, having matted locks of hair, the great Lord and the illustrious one. You are the creator of the Prajapatis, creators of the world. You are the preserver, the grandfather, and in spite of possessing the three gunas, you are Nirguna, or the one without attributes. You are beyond the primordial nature and the supreme being. Salutation to you. You are blue throated, the creator, the supreme soul, form of the universe, seed of the universe, and the cause of bliss of the universe. Salutation to you. You are Omkara, Vashatkara, initiator of all the things, Hantakara, Swadhakara, and are the consumer of all the Havya and Kavya offering of yajna. O religious minded one, how is it that the Daksha's sacrifice has been destroyed by you? O Lord, you are the benefactors of the Brahmanas. How is it that you have become the destroyer of the yajnas? You happen to be the protector of the Brahmanas, cows, besides those who take shelter with you, and are the protector of Dharma. You are to protector of all the living beings. Salutation to you, O Lord, having the splendor of innumerable suns. Salutation to you, O Bhava Deva, and the Lord in the form of fragrance and fluid. Salutation to you, O Shiva, you are the form of earth, always fragrant. You have the form of Agni and are great splendor. Salutation to Shiva, who is wind in the subtle form of the principle of touch. Salutation to you, who are Lord of animals and the priest presiding over the yajna. Salutation to you, the terrible one in the form of the sky, the principle of sound. Salutation to the great lord of the moon, or the one accompanied by Uma, the form of Prakriti. Salutation to you in the form of Ugra and the sun. Salutation to you being Karma Yogi, performer of actions, the slayer of the god of death and the enraged Rudra. Salutation to the one who is he, the form of welfare, Bhima, Shankara and Shiva. You control all the living beings and you bestow welfare on us. Salutation to you, since you bestow pleasure on all, at the form of universe, the supreme Brahman, Lord of Ambika and Uma. Salutation to the one who is form of mobile and immobile, the great soul, which is free from the form of Sata and Asata. You are the cause of grandeur. Salutation to the one who is born in the universe in several forms and who is Nila Rudra, Kadrudra and Prachetas. Salutation to the most bounteous Lord who fulfills numerous desires of the devotees, who is the greatest and is the destroyer of the enemies of the gods. Salutation to you, since you make people to cross the ocean of the universe with the reciting of the Taraka mantra, always young, the illustrious one, and the Lord known as Rishikesha. You bestow welfare on gods, the great soul, the great one, having dark throat. Salutation to you. Salutation to the golden complexioned one, the supreme lord, having the complexion of the molten gold, Bhima, the form of Bhima, and always engaged in horrible deeds. Salutation to the one whose body is smeared with ashes, adorned with Rudraksha, and who takes to long, short and dwarfish form. Salutation to you, who can kill anyone at a distance, at front and in front, the one who carries the bow, a trident, a club, and a plough share. Salutation to the one who holds several types of weapons, destroyer of the deities and the Danavas, who is Sadhya Rupa, who is Sadhya Rupa, and Sadhya Jata. Salutation to the one who is beautiful, Vamarupa, Vamanetra, Aghora, the great Lord and Vikata. Salutation to Tatpurusha, Natha, Purana Purusha, bestower of the four aims of life, Vrati and Parameshti. Salutation to you as Ishana, Brahman, form of Brahman and the Supreme Soul. You are horrible for the wicked people. For us, you are the bestower of welfare, consumer of the Kalakuta poison for the protection of the gods. Salutation to you. You are Virabhadra, protector of the warriors, holder of the trident, the great lord, the best among the Pashupatis. Salutation to you. Salutation to you, possessing the best of knowledge, Sri Kanta, holder of the Pinaka bow, the endless one, the subtle one, besides the form of death and anger. Salutation to you, the great Lord, who is greater than the greatest of the great, all pervading the form of the universe, for whom Vishnu happens to be the pelvic region, who has Vishnu as his spouse, who is the sun, Bhairava, protector of all, Triambaka, and the sportive one. Salutation to you. Salutation to Mrityunjaya, the cause of grief, Triguna, having the sun, moon, and fire as his eyes, and happens to be the bridge for every cause. You pervade the entire universe with your own brilliance, being unblemished consciousness, bliss, and the light. O Maheshwara, Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Moon, and other prominent gods have been born of you, because by dividing your body in 8 parts, you are called as the compassionate Ashtamurti Lord. The wind blows, getting afraid of you. The fire burns, the sun shines, and the death wanders on all the sides. O ocean of mercy, O Maheshana, O Parameshvara, be pleased with us and always protect us, because we have been fainted. O ocean of mercy, you have always saved us from several misfortunes in the past. Similarly, you protect us presently as well. O Lord, you kindly complete the unfinished yajna of Daksha Prajapati. Let Bhaga be bestowed with eyes, the performer should be brought back to life, and Pushan should get back his teeth. Bhrigu should get back his beard and mustaches. The gods whose limbs have been cut off should be restored to them. All should become hale and hearty. O Lord, you will surely receive the share of the yajna. Vasishtha will officiate in the sacrifice. The sacrifice will have the share of Rudra, not otherwise. Thus speaking, both Brahma and Vishnu, with folded hands, prostrated over the ground and begged for forgiveness. इति श्री शिव महापुराणे द्वितीयायां रुद्र संहितायां द्वितीये सती खंडे देवस्तुति वर्णनं नामैकचत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः. Chapter 42, Showering of Grace on Daksha. Brahma said, on being conciliated by Vishnu, Brahma, and other sages, Lord Shiva felt delighted. Then Shiva, the ocean of mercy, smilingly reassured the gods and said to them, Mahadeva said, O excellent gods, you listen to me attentively. O dear ones, I shall bear the anger of all of you. I am speaking correctly. These foolish persons were overpowered with my illusion, and therefore I do not find them guilty. Still I have punished them. The yajna of Daksha was not destroyed by me in any way. The one who becomes jealous of others, he has to reap the reward. Therefore, one should not cause pain to others. The type of feelings one has against others, the same will recoil on him alone. Yajna is my head, therefore Daksha should now have the head of a he-goat. Let the god Bhaga witness the yajna with the eyes of the sun. O dear one, while performing the yajna, as usual, I speak the truth. My opponent, the sage Bhrigu, will have the beard resembling the he-goat. All the gods whose limbs have been broken by Virabhadra would be restored to them, and they would appear quite beautiful as before. Let Ashwani Kumaras regain their arms, and Pushan, the performer of the yajna, regain the hands. Let all the participants of the yajna become healthy. I have ordained this now. Brahma said, thus speaking, the merciful Lord of the mobiles and immobiles left for having rest. Thereafter, Brahma, Vishnu, and other gods, listening to the words of Shiva, felt delighted and uttered repeatedly, well done. Thereafter, Vishnu, together with the divine sages, delightfully completed the yajna, inviting Shiva. Thus, according to the prayer of Vishnu and other gods, Shiva reached into the region of Kanakhala, where the yajna of Daksha was being performed. Shiva witnessed the destruction caused to the yajna, the gods and the sages. The gods, the goddesses like Swaha, Swadha, Pushan, Tushti, Dhriti, Saraswati, the sages, the mens, Agnis, and several others like the Yakshas, Gandharvas, and Rakshasas, whose bodies had been mutilated and injured or killed in the battlefield, were seen by Shiva laughingly. Finding the desecration of the yajna, he summoned the chief of the Ganas, Veerabhadra, possessing immense prowess, and spoke to him. Shiva said, "What is all this that has been done by you? You have heavily punished the gods and the rishis. You immediately are responsible for the performing of this evil deed, and this happens to be the result of the same." Brahma said. At these words of Shiva, Veerabhadra at once brought the headless body of Daksha and placed it before Shiva. Lord Shiva, who bestows welfare on the people, looking at the headless body of Daksha, said to Veerabhadra, "Where is his head?" Veerabhadra said, "I had burned his head in the burning fire altar." Listening to these words of Veerabhadra, he lovingly reminded the gods about the words spoken by him earlier. Then Veerabhadra said, after doing in accordance with the command of Shiva, Vishnu, the other gods, and I acquainted Bhrigu with the same quickly. At the command of Shiva, they at once rejoined the head of the sacrificial animal, the goat, with the body of Daksha. After the joining of the head, when Shiva looked at it, Daksha was brought back to life as if woken up from sleep. On regaining life, he saw Shiva, the merciful one. Before him, Daksha stood there delightfully. Earlier, he was extremely inimical to Daksha, but having an audience with him on that day, he became spotless like the moon of the winter season. He delightfully intended to offer prayer to Lord Shiva, but having been reminded of the death of his daughter in the yajna, he could not do so. Thereafter, feeling shameful of his deeds, but having been delighted at the sight of Shiva, he started offering prayer to Lord Shiva. Daksha said, "O bestower of the boon, the storehouse of knowledge, the eternal one, I bow to Shiva, the great being and the chief of the gods, and the sole relative of the universe. I bow in reverence to the great Lord. Salutation to the Lord of the universe, having cosmic form, the primordial being, and the form of Brahman itself. I offer my salutation to Shiva, who bestows happiness to the world and is greater than the greatest. O Mahadeva, adorable by the gods, be merciful on me. O ocean of compassion, O Shiva, you kindly forgive me for my sin. You have exercised your compassion on me by punishing me. O Deva, I am quite foolish. I had not been able to understand your tattva. I have understood your tattva today. You are the best of all and are to be served by Brahma and Vishnu as well. You are Maheshwara, to be known through the Vedas. You are like the wish fulfilling tree for the noble people and always punish the wicked people. You are independent and the supreme soul, bestow the desired boons to your devotees. O Shiva, it is you who created the Brahmanas, who possessing divine knowledge perform penance as well as the vratas and are well versed in the Atma Tattva. As the cowherd protects his cows, similarly you protect all the living beings from all the misfortunes, holding a staff in your hand. You are the protector of all the limitations or the traditions. I had injured you speaking harsh words, still you showered your compassion on me as well as the gods. You are Lord Shambhu, the friend of the poor, the supreme one, and well disposed towards your devotees, because you got pleased with your precious deeds. Brahma said, by so eulogizing Shiva, who showers his blessings of all, the humble Daksha Prajapati then kept quiet. Thereafter, Vishnu, with his voice choked with emotions, offering salutation to Shiva, started eulogizing him. Vishnu said, "You are Mahadeva, Maheshan, compassionate to the universe. Supreme Brahman, friend of the poor and the ocean of mercy. You are all pervading, roam about freely, and are the Lord with fame to be known through the Vedas. You have been so gracious on us. Thus this Yaksha had turned us sinful. The foolish Daksha happens to be my devotee. He denounced you earlier very much, but you are unblemished. Therefore, you kindly forgive him. O Shiva, I have also committed a sin by foolishly fighting with Veerabhadra, your Gana. O Supreme Brahman, O Sadashiva, you happen to be my Lord, and I happen to be your slave, and have to be protected by you. You are our supporter. Brahma said, O God of gods, O Mahadeva, Ocean of mercy, O Lord, free from all the bondages, the Supreme Soul, Parameshwara, unchanging, O peerless one, you are indestructible. O Ishvara, you have protected the body of my son without caring for the insult he showered on you. Now you kindly redeem his yajna. O Lord of the gods, be pleased and relieve all the people of your curse, because by possessing the divine knowledge, it is you who can aspire and function as a restrainer. O sage of excellence, Lord Vishnu praised Lord Shiva quite humbly with folded hands. Thereafter, Indra and other gods, besides the Lokapalas, calmly but delightfully eulogized Lord Shiva. After that, all the gods, Prajapati, Siddhas, and the rishis also eulogized Lord Shiva with a delighted heart. Similarly, the demigods Nagas, the Brahmana members of the assembly, bowed in devotion and eulogized Lord Shiva variously. Iti Shri Shiva Mahapurane Dvitiyayan Rudra Samhitayan Dvitiye Sati Khande Daksha Dukha Nirakaran Varnanang Nama Dvichatvarinshadhyaya. Chapter 43. Performance of Daksha's Yajna. Brahma said, when I myself, Vishnu, the divine saints, and all other people eulogized Shiva, he felt pleased. Thereafter, with the compassionate sight of Shiva, he consoled Brahma, Vishnu, the sages, and the gods with his benign glance, and then spoke to Daksha. Shiva said, though I am the independent Lord of all, still, O Daksha Prajapati, you listen to my words, which I am going to speak to you. I am always subservient to my devotees. O Daksha Prajapati, 4 types of devotees having auspicious souls always serve me. The latter are greater than the former. They are the distressed, discoverers, or the researchers, those desirous of riches, and the wise. In preference to them, the first 3 are ordinary ones, and the 4th type is of extraordinary nature. Out of them all, the wise people are more dear to me. No one else is dear to me than them. I speak the truth. I am the knower of self. People can know me by means of the divine knowledge. The people with little wisdom intend to achieve me by means of Vedas and Vedanta. The people who are engrossed in the karmas can never find me through the Vedas, nor the yajnas, nor the charities, nor with the performing of the penance. You intended to free yourself from the worldly bondages simply by means of the karmas. This was the reason for my becoming angry, resulting in the destruction of your yajna. Hereafter, O Daksha, taking me to be the Supreme Lord, becoming careful with your wisdom, now you perform the yajna. O Prajapati, you listen to my words with noble wisdom. I, taking to a Saguna form, reveal to you something secret for the protection of Dharma. I happen to be Brahma, Vishnu, the Supreme Soul, being the sole cause of the universe. I am the soul, the witness, and without attributes. O sage, I enter in my virtuous illusion and then create the universe. Besides preserving and destroying it, I earn my title according to my karmas. The ignorant person finds different living beings, viz. Brahman, Ishvara, etc., in that Supreme Soul, the Universal God, which is pure Self. Even as an ordinary person does not consider the limbs like the head, hands, etc., separate from the body, similarly, my devotee does not have the separation among the living beings. The one who does not find any difference among the three deities, viz. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who represent the soul of all living beings, he becomes peaceful. Such of the degraded person who differentiates in the three gods, he surely falls into the hell and remains there till the moon and the stars shine. The person with wisdom should, having faith in me, adore other gods as well, and by doing so, one attains knowledge resulting in the achieving of the everlasting salvation. Without the devotion of Brahma, the devotion of Vishnu cannot be achieved, while no one can worship me without the devotion to Vishnu. Thus speaking, Shiva, the Lord of all, mercifully started speaking in the presence of all those assembled there. Whosoever denounces me being the devotee of Vishnu or being a devotee of Shiva denounces Vishnu, for both of them there is a curse that they can never achieve the knowledge of tattvas. Brahma said, listening to the pleasant words of Shiva, all the sages, the gods, and others felt delighted. Daksha, with his family, having been filled with delight, was engrossed in the devotion of Shiva. Besides, the gods also recognized Shiva as the Lord of the universe. The way the people adored Shiva, who, getting delighted in his mind, granted the desired boons to all as he received reverence to his great self. Then Daksha, the devotee of Shiva, with the permission of the Lord, completed his yajna. He earmarked the full share for Shiva, besides giving the other gods their respective shares. Then he secured the blessings of Shiva by giving away the due share of the Brahmanas and the other gods. Thereafter, with the grace of Shiva, Daksha, in association with the priests of the yajna, completed all the rites of the gods in accordance with the sacred traditions. O excellent sage, thus the yajna of Daksha was completed by the grace of Shiva. Thereafter, all the gods and the sages, besides the other people, were delighted at the completion of the yajna and praised Shiva, reciting his glory. Thereafter, feeling pleased, they returned to their respective abodes. Getting immensely pleased, myself and Vishnu, reciting the glory of Shiva, returned to our abodes. Then Daksha, lovingly honoring Shiva, the abode of virtues, who returned to Kailasa with his ganas, fully delighted. Shiva, after his return to Kailasa, remembered Sati too much and narrated her stories to the prominent ganas. Lord Shiva, possessing the supreme knowledge, displaying the worldly conduct, feeling painful at heart, spent a long time by narrating the stories of Sati. How could the blemish of grief attract the mind of Shiva, who was the protector of the noble people, the supreme Brahman, the Lord of all, who had never indulged in improprieties? Myself and Vishnu can never be aware of his secrets. Then, what to speak of the gods, the sages, the yogis, as well the humans? The glory of Shiva is beyond limits, which is unknown even to the learned people. By his grace, the devotees can know about him without much efforts. Shiva, the Supreme Lord, is one and without blemish. He displays his sports to the people of the world appropriately. O sage, by reading or listening to the life stories of Shiva, The people with wisdom achieve the unique divine position and also enjoy the best of comforts on earth. Thus, Sati, the daughter of Daksha, putting an end to her life, was reborn from the womb of Menaka, the wife of Himalaya. This is well known. She again performed the penance and had Shiva as her husband. Then Gauri, after becoming the better half of Shiva, performed astonishing sports. Thus, I have narrated the surprising life story of Sati, which fulfills all the desires and bestows comforts as well as the salvation. The story is auspicious by itself, which purifies others and bestows heaven, fame, long life, the sons and the grandsons. A person who, getting devoted, reads it or teaches it, he, after enjoying all the comforts on earth, ultimately achieves moksha. इति श्री शिव महापुराणे द्वितीयायां रुद्र संहितायां द्वितीय सती खंडे दक्ष यज्ञानुसंधान वर्णनं नाम 3 चत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः।